Welcome to Nothing's Personal. We take everything personal. My name is Chris, and here with me, as always, is
Nathan. What's going on, guys?
hello.
Hello, people.
Let's first of all, I want to start off by saying
Oh God, we're sorry.
sorry. It's Mr. Birthday Boy.
It's not
It's a belated birthday.
Yeah.
To
to me.
Nathan.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy
Thank
belated
you.
birthday.
I appreciate
already
that.
told you happy birthday.
Yeah,
But
you
for
did,
everybody
like,
who
on
doesn't
Snapchat.
know or didn't see the post,
I don't think you told me before. You told me early. You didn't tell me.
I told you like at 6 a.m.
You told no. You told me no. You didn't tell me at 6 a.m. You told me the day before my
I told you the
birthday.
day before, and I told you the day of.
You did tell me that, but you weren't the first person that told me my birthday.
All right, bro. It wasn't a race.
So the reason why this will drop on Tuesday, I had posted about it, but the reason why it drops on Tuesday instead of on Monday is because, like I said, like he said, we were celebrating, my birthday. So just, we decided to push it one more day.
Some would say, why didn't you record before then? Well, somebody's schedule is really busy during the week, so.
Yes, because we're leading up to the wedding, so it's getting a little chaotic. So I have to work more. Therefore, your boy's putting in them hours. So, yeah.
So pretty much the only opening we had was the day before release.
Yeah.
And let's just say
Mistakes were made.
We went out for a little Sunday brunch.
Yeah, mistakes.
And
Mistakes were made for sure. Well, because we went out, and I'll be honest with you, we drank, right? I did not plan to drink. I actually don't ever day drink or like brunch time
I
drink.
was feeling a little loosey-goosey around like 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And I was like,
so we went
bro.
because people, I don't know if you knew this, but people get upset with me because we don't name the places we like or we enjoy. So I'm going to name the place that we went to.
We start naming them.
Yeah, we went to
We don't want y'all to catch us there,
Yeah,
we gatekeeping.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't want it to. Hey, it's a low key spot. We don't want it to blow up like you said yesterday. So we went to. It's called State Fair Bar and Grill or Bar and something. Kitchen and Bar.
City.
Yeah, in Memorial City. So we went there. Your mom recommended it, and
she knows everything.
Yeah, she had the spots.
Dude, it's like I wanted to go like to the Breakfast Club.
Right.
A lot of people know about
it.
Yeah. But when everybody was ready, it kind of was already. We were running late, and it closed at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because when we picked up my mom, we were like, "Oh, we might not make it. Do you know where we can go?" She goes, "State Fair." I was like, "Dang, bro!" She just knows everything like
she
this.
She really knows. Yeah. Well, because. That was the thing. Like you said, we wanted to go to the Breakfast Club, which I've never been. You've been.
Yeah, I've been one time.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
And I know it's always packed, so obviously that's a good sign. It's a good place. But we were just trying to figure out what was a good place to go to short notice, because it was already like 12.
10 a.m. Whoa, when I had originally, I was like.
By the time we started moving, it was 12. Right.
12.
But like you said, 10 a.m. was kind of when we were like, all right, where do you want to go? Y'all were asking, and we were kind of like trying to figure out from there. But yeah, so we went to State Fair. So they have these things called the flights. Flights. Right. So there's two different kinds. There's the margaritas, and then there's the is it the Bloody Marys or the what the fuck's the other one? Mimosas. There we go.
Margaritas.
Right. So they have the mix. So it's 4 drinks and it's different things. So anyway, we had those. So we had 3 flights at the table. So it's sets of 4, right? So 12 drinks total, right? And then we were all kind of they were flowing a little bit. Everybody was having their little thing.
Me, I'd be fasting, so I went on there to empty like a 19, 20 hour empty stomach.
Oh my God.
So everything was hitting me like hard.
Yeah.
And normally I don't consider myself like a lightweight or anything like that, because I feel
we haven't eaten though.
But not having ate like almost like in 20 hours, it was hitting me, man.
It hit.
Let me tell you that.
So the thing is too that the night before I had a little bit of alcohol. Like
and y'all had like a little.
Yeah, we had a little surprise party. Also, we'll talk about that. We had a little surprise party here. Okay, and no, we're gonna get to it. We had a little surprise party here, and I had I would say a little, not a lot, just a little bit to drink, to where the by the end of the night I was pretty like, it caught up to me, I guess, or whatever, because I had 3 drinks, like 3 mixed drinks that I made. And then I had 3 shots of different stuff. We mixed colors. I never really mix, or I don't care about that, but had tequila, light and dark. And then lastly, I had a gin, which I've never had gin in my life.
I was about to say
I highly don't recommend gin.
Yeah, it's
we
not.
have it there on the cart.
It
but
looks really cool though.
It looks very aesthetically pleasing,
Yeah.
but also a lavender drink, not it.
No.
It just wasn't, no. So that was like one of the last things. And then I had some of the other stuff that was there. But like we just had some drinks. So by the end of the night, Louis was the last one here. And I was talking to him, and I don't remember all of the conversation we had.
Oh, wow.
I just remember that I was trying to talk a lot to him.
Oh, you're one of
because
those.
I kept trying to cut him off and like just do that thing where you're talking two people or whatever. So I thought it was funny. And then when I went to sleep, I didn't go to bed till 3:30 ish. And then I got up around 8. So honestly, I'm not kidding when I say this. I still felt a little like
Drunk.
feeling it. Yeah, I felt it a little bit. I got up and I was like, oh, I kind of still feel a little. And I hadn't drinking any water. So all those things compiled, great 25th birthday. But do you want to talk about the surprise party? Shall we? Shall we get to it? So Chelsea, shout out to little Chelsea had a surprise party for me here at the apartment, here at the studios.
We had a studio party.
Yeah, studio party, no big deal. Just invited a couple people. The big names didn't make it. The Jets were, anyway. So we had a few people here. And one of the people was supposed to come and did not show up. So wait. I want to say this for those listening.
I have a defense.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let me do mine, and then you can listen. I'll do my opening statement. You can do yours, and then we can proceed from there. Here's the thing.
Go ahead, bro.
We had and Chelsea had set all this up. Poor little Chelly Bean. She set all this up, did all this stuff, and this asshole over here was supposed to help her. Okay, hold on. I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I'll hold you in contempt if you interrupt again. So he was supposed to help, as was Louis, right? So it turns out Louis was cooking, and this guy over here was supposed to help because he's not that tall, but a little taller. So he could have helped put things up. Okay, so there was that. And then on top of that, if you shake your head, I'm going to hold you in contempt. So on top of that, he was, supposed to just make it, right? He's supposed to be a part of the troupe. This guy goes, why am I even going? I'm not Nathan's friend.
That's
lies. hey, when
Who's
I say
telling you these lies?
Hey,
telling
stop
you
it. The gavel's going down.
It was Chelsea,
so then
She's
I
trying
go,
to tear us
listen. Listen, I go, all right. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. No big deal. So then because he doesn't show up, and and then most people knew that came, it ended up not being a surprise party. So all in all, in hindsight of things, Chris ruined it all, the surprise, because she had to tell me because I had to help her set up. So basically, not only did he not come, and then his excuse, guys, was just poor. It was just poor. He goes, I have to work tomorrow. I have to wake up at 3. And I was like, dude, just come for like maybe an hour, and then you can I called him. Because I called him, I was like, I know what's going on. And I thought he was playing. And then the worst part is he had went out. He had went out to eat.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he did. He had went out to eat, enjoyed himself.
Can I speak?
And hold on. And then, so lastly, one thing that I realized is that we're just work friends. We're not friends. We're just work friends. All right. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Who told you these lies, first of all?
Go ahead. You talking then
start off talking about how, he was supposed to help.
Uh-huh.
It was supposed to be a surprise party. At 4 a.m. that day, I hit Chelsea up, was like, hey, are you going to need help later? And she goes, no, I think I'm just going to tell Nate and he can help me. And I was like, bruh, are you serious? She goes, yeah. And I was at work. So I had to go back to work, so I don't know back. So at 4 a.m., I messaged her that. All right. So I was going to help. So she's lying.
Was gonna. Okay, go ahead.
And the whole friend thing, that was a joke. I was joking with Chelsea.
Oh, so you did say it. Okay,
but it was a joke.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Okay, when
you
you
didn't get back to me as a joke.
When you say something and say, haha, like when you laugh about it and say, nah, I'm just kidding, I'm going to go.
That's not how it came across to me.
It's a joke.
Well, you didn't show up, so obviously it wasn't a joke.
Maybe she just doesn't know how to interpret things, okay?
You didn't show up. You didn't show up, so maybe it wasn't a joke.
In translation, okay?
Hey, you didn't show up, so maybe it wasn't a joke.
It got misinterpreted. You
didn't show up, so hey.
Oh my God, dude. I had to work at 3 a.m.
Hey, it's fine, dude.
And first of all, the time went backwards, so technically I woke up at 2 a.m.
here's the thing. Everybody that I wanted there and that needed to be there showed up. And that's all that matters.
Dude.
Unfortunately.
I was there the next day on your actual birthday.
How many episodes have we recorded together? How many episodes is this?
100.
Whatever the fuck it is. It's in the hundreds, right? All I ask is that you just show up. You could have enjoyed the time with me. No, that's fine. It's totally
I live
fine.
far. I had to work early in the morning. I couldn't.
Hey, all that I'm hearing come out of your mouth are excuses. That's it.
They are.
Just all excuses. It's all excuses. I'll tell you what. Listen. You're a hard worker. You do hard. You.
And look. I would have called out, but come on, Papa needs some money.
You would have called out. You didn't though.
Papa needs money.
I love this woulda, coulda, shoulda
Hey,
shit.
look.
No, dude.
Papa likes money.
And that's fine. But also, you know something that was here that you also like?
What?
Alcohol.
It's still here.
It was here.
I
and
can't
flowing.
drink and then go. No.
No, I wasn't saying go drink, go to work. You were gonna call out the next day. You were gonna.
No, Papa likes money.
That's fine. Whatever, dude.
I don't like calling out because then that's money missed.
You don't like. Okay, we're not gonna get into
I
that.
don't. I've called out at work. Probably
Listen,
like
I'll
3
be
times.
honest. I'm sure that you don't like calling out, but I was a little.
And to call out, I had to wake up still at 3 a.m.
Wake up. That's ridiculous.
I don't want to do that.
Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. So
Bro.
even if I don't want to go to work, I wake up at
You
3
gotta wake
a.m.
up at the non-holy hour to call and say, "Hey," and nobody's even gonna answer the phone at that time. Be like,
exact. I remember the first time ever I needed
"How'd
to
you call out?"
I didn't.
You just didn't go.
I was like, who do I call? The store's not even open yet.
You're like, they won't be open for a few more
The place
hours.
is not even open. So I'm like,
God.
what do I do?
You wait till they open and you call out. No, I was a little hurt that you didn't come. I was a little let down because I thought you were kidding. And Chelsea can attest to that. I was like, I got off the phone. I was like, no, he's just kidding. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. And you didn't
Hey.
show up. And I was like,
Next year.
dude,
I'm a double down.
hey, you literally. I was like, oh, he's playing around. He's gonna show up, you know. And then you're like, oh no, like all this and that. I was like, oh, he's just playing. Like Chris will come around, and he did not. Guys, he didn't come. He did not come. I'm
Hey,
very
bro.
let down by you.
One thing you got to learn about this family now that you're going to officially enter it is
Is that what you let me down? I get let down.
people in this family let each other
They
down.
let you down. Okay, so what you're saying is that was the ultimate initiation
Yes.
because I finally
I'm
have.
teaching you.
I've been let down.
Look, I'm letting you in slowly.
You know, out of everybody, I would have thought it would have been. I never would have thought it would have been you.
Hey, look, I thought the same thing about my family too.
Hey,
Not
man.
everybody. I thought you were the one.
You know?
You kind of live and learn.
I never would have
You
thought it
live
would have
and
been.
you
I
learn.
guess so, man. I guess so. I was let down, but it's all good. We had a good time though. He wasn't here, so it's whatever. But Louis
I was there
came.
the next day on his real birthday. So
Yeah, but he wasn't there for the surprise. And then also it was
Oh, his
you
real
missed
birthday.
it because it was SpongeBob themed, and you know that was fantastic. I thought that was super funny because the cake was a joke.
25.
Yeah, 24, 25.
25.
Yeah, 25. But yeah, so we had a little deal. My homies showed out, brought me some tequila. I'll be honest with you,
Yeah, they brought you the good stuff.
and Louis was saying this, and he might be right. I guess I don't
They're
know.
pairing good stuff.
No, it's
I've
good.
Heard,
No, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, excuse me, that I had never had Don Julio that I remember.
I've never had it.
But Louis was like, "No, you probably had a drink," and I was like, "First of all, I don't go out, so no, I have not." And I was like, honestly, the only tequila that I know that I've had is just what's on the shelf here, like what I've had, right? So, and then like Patron, other shit. But Don Julio, I had never had, and I have always heard that it's good. So, shout out to my boy Ed and shout out to my boy Jesse. They're the ones that brought in alcohol. And Chelsea had told them that I like tequila, so they brought, they definitely showed out.
You
so
got
yeah,
good stuff.
They
to add to
brought
your
some good. They got
collection.
some good stuff. I told them I was like, I'm starting a little stash here because
Yeah, I like it,
dude,
I like
and-
it a lot.
so we were actually, and it's funny because and I hate that we even fucking brought him up because he wasn't here. We brought you up during the soiree. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Yeah, we brought
course.
you up. We were like, fuck that guy. No, so we brought you up.
It was
'cause
a
we-
hate party?
Yeah, it was a hate party. We were trashing you. No, we brought you up because we were talking about the tequila that we had at your birthday party.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't find it. And I was telling Louis about it, and then he Googled it, and I guess he messaged
I
you,
told him.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you told him, so then now we know. So now that one's the next one on my list.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, he sent it in the group chat, but that's the next one on my list because, like, bro, I really like that tequila.
You remember that? That was 2 years ago, dude.
Yeah. Well, because you know why? This doesn't sound weird, but I remember the neck of the bottle, the way it looked. It was like a weird looking tequila bottle. So.
Oh, it's called Esperanto.
Yeah. It was smooth. That one was. I like a smooth tequila, because like there are some that have a little weird. I call them like, they make you like, you feel it in your nose, like makes you like, you feel like you're fire breathing a little bit, like it just hits you kind of
like 5 gum type stuff.
Yeah, right, like cinnamon gum. I hate people that like cinnamon gum, but yeah, it's like that, like it just hits you kind of weird. So I like a smoother, because then that's something, that one is almost one you can sip. You know what I mean? You can sit there. Casamigos I like a little bit too, that you can do that, but there are certain ones that you cannot do that. Like they're just they're pain and pain only. But other than that though, we kind of chilled. State Fair was really fun. Going back to that, State Fair was really, really fun.
The food was good.
Portions were insane.
Oh my God, yeah.
They were insane. I'll post it to the page, but the biscuits and just all of it though.
They give you a biscuit like this
big ass biscuit, yeah. And then the pancake, we got the griddle, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I had a pancake like
that shit was the size of a plate. Yeah, it was huge. But all the food was really good. The only thing I said that I guess, I don't know if you agree, it was expensive, but I think it was worth what you paid.
I was thinking about it today while I was working. I was like, it was kind of too expensive.
It was expensive.
Because because I paid for me and my mom.
Right.
It came out like $100.
Here's
$110 for me and her.
Yeah. Y'all had 2 drinks. And of course we had drinks too. But.
Yeah, but I've had higher quality food and spent about that much with drinks.
Yeah.
And it came out about the same. So I was kind of like a little confused. I was like, this place might be just a little too overpriced.
It's a little novelty almost though, right? Because like it was packed when we went.
Oh yeah, that place was packed. We
packed.
had a reserve. We had to wait in line.
What were we like 30th or something?
Yeah, we were like 30th. So like from the drive to our place all over there, and we still had to wait like an extra like 20-15 minutes.
Yeah.
So like overall probably almost an hour wait. So the place was pretty busy.
Yeah, it was busy, and that's the thing I liked it. Like, I remember the food was good, but
the food was good.
We were talking about it, and we were like, we could have completely shared a plate, just because what I got was one of it's like the main thing. Louis kept calling it the Grand Slam, but it's like the main
Low-key
thing.
was a Grand Slam.
Because it comes to everything,
Yeah.
right? It comes to hash brown, it comes to everything. But like we could have split everything. And I kept thinking that. I'm like, because this shit was like, I mean, the main course, that one was $20.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, that's kind of a lot. I mean, it was a lot of food. And then that big ass biscuit that if we're being totally honest, and if y'all been there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You really can't eat that biscuit. Like I tried to eat some of it.
A little crunchy.
Yeah, but
I
like
didn't taste it, but I tasted the outside.
how it comes in the sandwich, like people make it in the sandwich.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna eat that?
If it's that hard, you can't.
You cannot. Like,
No, you
there's no
can't.
way. But all in all, drinks were good.
Yeah, I still recommend it.
And I got a little saucy there. I felt a little something.
Too,
something.
especially my little tummy was empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of us kind of were like feeling good.
Yeah, we were kind of a little out there. So yeah, I realized that we were kind of like yelling and stuff.
No,
and
the whole place was like, they get loud.
it was loud in there. Yeah.
And then the girls went to the restroom and somebody's puking their brains out.
Dude,
so
that's right.
They having a little Sunday fun day.
Can we talk about our waiter? What happened with him?
I think he was lying.
You think he was lying? He was shaking though.
He kind of seemed high or like something.
So our waiter, they have like a straight wooden thing they carry the 4 drinks on, and he was bringing them over, and he kept the first time he brought the drinks over to us, he was supposed to bring 3 to the table.
Too,
yeah. So he brings them over and he brings us ours, and then he puts Chris's down on the table too, and then he's like, I just dropped the other drinks
too. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna
2 trays of
yeah.
them.
He's like, I'm gonna have them made again. So he leaves, then he comes back with the drinks, and he's like, I just dropped them again. Or he said he dropped some of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? And then did he say he dropped them again?
He dropped it twice.
Yeah. So then I was just like, and he was like, I'm so nervous. Like, I don't even want, he's like, I keep telling people to grab like it or what. He just kept saying all that. And I was just like,
it seemed a little.
It was a little
and
weird.
He asked
Yeah.
about Shrek.
He did ask us what the best Shrek
Shrek
movie was.
To be fair, it's Shrek 2, but
Shrek 2 is pretty. You know what's crazy though?
he agreed. A lot of people say Shrek 1.
I like Shrek 1 though.
I do too.
I think Shrek 1 is up
but
there.
of the 3, Shrek 2 is the best one.
Shrek 2 is good. Shrek 2 is good. I like 3 too, low key though. I like 3. I'm gonna give it that. What? You don't like 3 at all?
I mean, 3 is the lowest one of the 3.
I mean, if I had to put it in order,
2, 1,
2, 1, 3. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because the story in 2 is pretty good. Like, because 1 is nostalgic because it's the first one.
Yeah, 1 is very nostalgic.
But 2 just because when I saw 1, I was like,
fiction.
yeah, I was gonna say when I saw 1, I'm like, oh, this is the best one. They're not gonna make it. And then you see 2, and you're like, okay, this is
you
better.
never see the sequel be better. Than
That's true. That is true. There usually is. There's something missing.
Until you see Shrek 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. He felt. I don't know.
He was a little weird.
Something. Yeah,
he was a little weird. He was also never there, but that's the Karen in me. But you know,
no, I mean I agree. But
y'all think I'm playing? There was a point where I started eating my food, and I only had like more than like a spit, like just not a lot of water, and I started eating my food, and like I would try to breathe, what I was doing, but I like swallowed, and it went down the wrong like hatch, and I'm like, oh god,
you needed water.
Yeah, and I was like. And I'm like this, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't really have water. Then I drink some of it, and didn't do anything. And I was like, I'm not gonna choke on my birthday in this restaurant. So I'm just like,
bro,
well,
I did.
I was able to spit it. Oh my god, I was able to spit it up, and I was like, okay. I was like, thank God. And then I just kept thinking, can we just get some water so that this doesn't happen again? But all in all, it was a cool little spot. I enjoyed it. But
yeah, it was nice. I recommended it.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I agree. I recommend it as well. But other than that, I was supposed to go out. Shout out to my boy that did not invite me out. I was supposed to go out actually and go to like a club. But I was supposed to go out last night. But
I've never seen you drunk.
You haven't. Well, it's funny. That was the conversation at the surprise party that you didn't go to. Was that they haven't seen me drunk? Because
even your friends,
my friends, no. Well, to one of them has.
I don't think any of my friends have seen me drunk either.
I was telling the story that one of them has, which was Ed, because there was a time where we went to a party and I had never really played beer pong, and me and Chelsea were playing, and I felt like I was on fire because I was way far behind, and they were just destroying me, and Chelsea was, no offense to her, was not doing well. And I was like,
she's not very hand-eye coordinated.
No. Well, I was out here like, it's you're playing in a party, and it's kind of like dark. You're trying to just hit these shots. You had a couple drinks and shit, and they were destroying me, and all of a sudden I started catching up, and then we went one cup. Yeah. So we're just like at it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, like I'm about to get this. And then they shot it on me, and then I lost, and I had to kill so I had already at that point had a lot to drink. And then when we left, my friend couldn't drive. So Chelsea, it was so funny because Chelsea had to drive. My buddy's Ed, who I'm talking about, had to drive his Escalade back. And I just remember how funny it was because she's like, oh my God. And she's like driving the big Escalade. It's just so hilarious. But that was probably the drunkest I had ever been. Because I'll never forget, I was laying my head against the window and I was like, I want a patty melt. Can we stop and get a patty melt? That's like all I really remember about that night. But yeah, but now I never have really been. It'll have to happen that I really get really drunk.
Oh no, for your wedding you're gonna get drunk.
Oh, for my wedding, yeah. But I was drunk at the wedding. But
blackout drunk.
Normally, if I eat
no. I want to see you blackout drunk.
If I eat, I can't. My family's gonna be there. I want to see
you fighting.
No. I cannot do that. No. I get arrested. No, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that.
I get a drunken stupor.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm fucking just trying to fight everybody. No. Punching grandma in the face. No, dude.
Chill, Nate. Chill. No. Get off me.
Somebody goes flying because I throw them. No.
I want to see you that drunk.
No.
Real Hispanic drunk.
No. Hey, nah.
Puerto Rican gonna come out for real.
Nah, there's some fighters in my family, and I'm good on that. Especially on your side. No, I will say I probably will get pretty. I have my periods because I can do that where I can get pretty saucy. You don't have to
get like black.
No. I'll get pretty saucy. I'll have some food and then I'll kind of like, soaks up. I'm like, all right, I feel better. And then I continue on. I can kind of have those modes because there's going to be some dancing. And I do feel to get the dance floor loose, I want the drinks to flowing. So we'll see, you know.
I be getting loose.
You do. Like
even with a little bit of alcohol.
You do. You do get pretty wild.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Hey, you ain't shy. You ain't all shy boy. You're out here a little bit. So
bro. Even yesterday with a little bit of alcohol on me, I was talking about blowjobs in front of my mom.
You were saying, hey.
I was kind of. I'm not gonna lie. After a few stuff I said in front of her, I was like, hey, what am I doing right now?
But it's funny because kind of everybody. The only person that wasn't. But acting.
My mom's funny too, though.
Your mom's so funny. The only one that wasn't acting like wild-ish was like Destiny and Louis, but Louis wasn't drinking though.
Nah, he didn't drink.
Yeah, Louis had like a sip of one of the drinks because he wanted to try it, but he wasn't drinking. So we're just like, he was definitely dadding us.
Because I had to drive.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. Someone had to drive, so he's definitely dadding us. So I just thought it was funny because you were saying wild shit. Your mom was Chelsea. For some reason, took out every single credit card she had in her wallet.
Chelsea, right?
Yeah, dude, Chelsea, I love her, but bro, and she asked me, she's like, "Do you hate when I'm drunk?" And I'm like, "Sometimes, yeah." Because I'm like, "What are you doing?"
She's just like my mom.
I'm like, "What is going on that you're doing what you're doing right now?" And like, it's just because we did come back and finally we were, we came back and we took the little naps and everybody was. That was when.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck we were gonna actually record.
No way it was happening.
Energy would have been dead. Would have not.
Because I was up from work. Because usually when I come home from work, I take like a little 2-hour little cat nap or whatever.
Yeah.
And I kind of have enough energy to go out through the day. And no, I like immediately went home, changed, and then like headed over here.
Yeah.
So I had no sleep. So I was exhausted. And then we got here like an 8, 7.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to record. And I said I had to edit.
Everyone's asleep.
No way any of that.
Well, no, because it's funny because like I was like, let me lay down because everybody was knocked out. And I was like, fuck, and like Lou was snoring. Like everybody was just gone.
I knocked out too.
Yeah, everybody was out. So I was like, fuck, I'm just going to lay down for a second. I lay down for like maybe 5 minutes. And then I kind of looked at the thing and I'm like thinking, and I'm just like, dude, we're not going to record today. There's just no way.
No way.
Like we'll push it to Tuesday. Fuck it. Like it's my birthday. It's fine. Like it's not a big deal. Because we were just all cooked. I could not do anything. So I'm like, this would be so.
It would have been.
We kept saying we needed coffee. I'm like, we're going to have time. I can't drive because I'm so fucked up. Like it's not going to work, So all in all, it worked out fine. It's okay. No big deal. But yeah, birthday was.
We were even thinking of having my mom on. Yesterday, but I mean, it got
she was down. She was down, which we're gonna make it happen.
I don't know if she was down.
She was.
We
okay.
had asked her immediately. No,
dude.
I was like, dude, give me a chance.
I know. So she wasn't down, but I feel like with the little, and then like
she
your
said
siblings
she didn't
there
want to be on camera.
Right, but
she can do it off.
Yes, absolutely. But with your siblings and with like a little time, I thought of some fantastic stuff.
Like if all of us were present.
I thought of some great stuff, and I was like, dude, just get her in the room, and it will be perfect. Like it legit. Like I'm so excited. That's for a later one, but
I'm telling you,
she's funny, dude.
Like without even trying,
so funny.
Man.
Hey, and then I love her like little like her little like she has like little jabs, and it's funny. Like your mom's funny, dude. Your mom's funny. We give her, and she was giving us little creative notes when we saw her. I thought that was fun. So your mom's cool.
Yeah, she listens every now and then.
Yeah, she does. So shout out to your mom. She's awesome. But I'm trying to think. Oh, so life updates, because so much shit is happening right now. So much crap, excuse my language, is happening right now. My car's messed up, dude. I don't know if
Oh yeah.
It's
still messed up.
It's in the shop right now. My car's messed up. It's pissing me off because we have not been able to figure out what it is yet. But hopefully it's just out of like a scope of practice that like anybody I know knows. So we had to take it somewhere because it's gotten to a point where we can't figure it out. So I was thinking about this today because I had to borrow your grandparents' car, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about it, but I am because it's funny. I had to borrow your grandparents' car, and I don't know. Louis was in that car at one point.
I don't know
how the fuck he fits in there.
It's a little tiny Corolla.
I don't fit in that car.
No, it's really
like
small.
My head is rubbing against the top of the ceiling, and because I had this hat on. Yeah, I was just like I went to go get coffee, and I'm at the coffee shop, and the girl's like trying to talk to me, and I put my head outside the window, and I was just like fucked up my whole like head. I was like, Jesus Christ! And then it's a roller window. It's just a mess.
It's like
yeah. Listen, much love because they helped me out, and helped me get around, obviously. So shout out to them. But
let me tell you. Most reliable car,
dude. That thing won't die.
That thing
won't die. Hey, it's because it's Toyota, dude.
hey, bro. They make that. I don't know. The engineers who make
my
that
dad
car,
said it. My dad said it. He was like, we were talking about because I was talking about the possibility of me getting another vehicle. I was like, oh, I might get something a little bigger. Like, fuck, I'll just buy something else. And he was like, why don't you just get a Toyota? Because he had a Toyota before he's a BMW guy, but he had a Toyota before he had his new car he has now. And I was just like, you know what? You might be right, man. He's like, get you a little Toyota something. And I was like, but they're expensive. But I would get one because that car, how long has that car been around?
I don't even know.
Hey, that car has generational, like, it just has, that should be passed down if it's still alive.
I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, your grandpa was telling me how he puts the oil changes on it and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, you take such good care of this car.
I think it's gonna last 100,000.
Dude.
No, like
Hundreds of
thousands.
Keep going. It'll keep going because that thing
is
is
the first car they have 999.
It's not but dude, they actually had a guy that I was a Honda or a Toyota. This has happened before where they had 999, like they had all nines,
really?
and they gave them. They were like, oh, the person said it's well past that. It just stops at that on the odometer. Yeah. So they were like, oh, and I guess they gifted him a free car or something. They helped him out.
That's funny.
But yeah, so that's been happening. So we're trying to figure. Hopefully that. Yeah, that has been happening. So we'll see how that all comes together. But there's a new thing. There's something that I've thought about that I gifted to myself for my birthday. So I've been wanting to, and I've talked about it. I've been wanting to run a marathon.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah. So I haven't officially signed up yet, but I just need to do it. That's not the problem. But April 2nd, I will be running a half marathon.
That's close.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, half?
It's a half. 13.2 or 13.1, excuse me.
Kilometers or miles?
Miles. What?
Oh, I don't know.
But it's uphill and stuff, so it's
where at?
It's in Brenham. Yeah.
Oh.
It's in Brenham. That's where they have it's called the Bluebell Fun Run. So I'll be
Bluebell.
Yeah, Bluebell. You get ice cream at the end.
The fun run?
The fun run. Yeah.
What are you? It's like the pre-K
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah. It's a first of all, it's a marathon. Okay, it's a half marathon, excuse me.
Field day?
It's a half marathon, and I looked it up because I was trying to find, because originally I was going to run a 10K first, and then I was like, if I can average, right, regularly speaking, if I can average 3 to 4 miles ish, or 3 to 5 actually miles per run per day, I can be comfortably able to do it. And we're not talking about like record time. We're talking about just finishing and not dying. So I think it's relatively close, yes. But I think as a gift to myself, I think it's a cool thing. So I'm gonna be aiming for that. That's a cool thing
to say you've done.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, oh, I ran a marathon.
Yeah, no,
I think that's
it's a half.
I think I would like to do one.
I think you should, dude.
Later.
I'll give you more time. You know what we can do actually that'd be fun that I think you would enjoy? The Tough Mudder.
Where you go through mud?
Mm-hmm. It's a course, so it's like a 10K or whatever, and what? It goes fast.
10K?
Yeah, that's not that bad. 10K is not that bad. 10K is what? It's 4 miles. 10K.
Oh,
yeah. No. No, you're thinking like no.
Kilometer. That's not like
no. So what kilometer? Where the fuck are you? First of all, with kilometers? Are you?
What is that?
Kilometers?
Isn't that kilometers?
Stop playing me. I don't know.
I think it's kilometers.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
What would it stand for? It's
10,000.
10K, 10,000 miles. Through mud? No, that'll be cool. A little 4 mile thing.
Let me see.
I think I would.
Sorry, no. 6.2 miles is a 10K.
That's 4.
No, it's not. Only, dude. First of all, it's not. Can I tell you why? It's a course.
I think
it's a course.
Mud would be cool.
Well, because you're not running, right? You're not running. You're actually you're not competing or anything. I actually really want to do one, but when it gets warmer,
you get tired like 5 minutes in.
You gotta like climb shit, and you gotta like do monkey bar stuff. And there's this one, the Tough Mudder. They're like,
I'll be struggling with monkey bars.
Have you? So you don't know about this then? There's
no, I've heard it.
Do you know
it at the racetrack, right?
There is one. Yes, they do one in Huntsville. They do one at the racetrack. They do one further north. I don't remember this other one, but there's a few different ones that are spread apart. They have Reebok. They have all these other ones.
I've been to a color run before.
We can still cut that out. You've been to okay, wait.
Hey, actually,
stop. Wait.
Actually,
go.
Those are actually really cool because when you're done, they have a whole like EDM concert.
Can I tell you something?
With foam.
I like how you.
Nah, it's cool.
No,
bro.
stop.
I don't know what you're
I liked how proud you were. You said, I've been to a fun run before. I've been to a color run. Stop.
That was a little embarrassing. Hey, not gonna lie, I got a little too stuck in the moment.
Hey, dude, you're a dweeb. Anyway, okay.
That was a little nerdy, bro. Not gonna lie, bro. I got caught slipping.
That's the color run, dude. Listen, if you've done a color run,
we did a color run.
You're excited there. You got a little excited. Hey, turn it down a little bit.
I'm just saying. I did that too.
We're talking about hard runs and shit, and you're talking about somewhere where they throw fucking color balloons at each other.
I don't remember how long it was, but I went to one.
Wear white so you can get your stuff looking all tie-dye.
All right. You ain't gotta patronize me like
Sorry.
that.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, but back to the Tough Mudder. Something real, not a fucking color run. Back to the Tough.
Bang, bro. How long are color runs?
Back to the. Hey, that's just gonna be 2 miles. It's a 2K.
It's a 5K.
Dude, honestly,
Let's do like 2 miles.
yeah, it's not that far.
that is too
I think it's 5K would be 3 miles, right? I think it's 3.
Yeah, 3 miles.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, it's still something. Did you run or did you walk when you did it?
Hey, bro, we don't have to go into detail.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so back to the Tough Mudder. One thing that's interesting about it that I know this you'll be like, nope, not doing it. There's some courses that you have to pass through a like a little like water, but they also have these nice little cool things that hang and they shock you when you run through them. It's a shock. It's called like the shock wave or shock something. And
For what?
it's pain. I don't know. But you run through it and when it touches you, it shocks you. Like it actually shocks you. So, and I think it's a cold
kinda
ice
cool,
bed.
though.
Dude, I've
Really
seen
kinda
videos
cool.
of it, but I've also seen videos. This one, I'll never forget when I was watching like the how-to videos of kind of how to navigate through it. This one guy, they're like, don't do this. This one guy went through it and he got shocked and he stops. And then he's just getting fucking shocked, dude.
Wait, what are they? Like rods?
It's not. Wait, pause. It's not rods. It's like little like they look like little Christmas lights. Like they're like little wires dangling. It almost looks like spider wire. You ever seen spider wire?
Why?
I don't know, dude.
Trying to kill you. You're wet.
Dude,
Things are.
I don't know why.
Bro, you're looking at the death race.
Dude, I don't know why. That's actually very common though. The shocking thing, I swear.
I think it's supposed to like wake up your body then.
Yeah, but what if you're?
Is it like midway through the
If you're,
race?
I think it's almost towards the end. If you're,
It's probably to like
but if you're
stimulate your muscles real
if
quick.
you're cramping, that's not gonna really help you. That's gonna hurt you actually because you just cramp up.
cramps you on the spot.
How and then my thing is how the fuck are they gonna get you out? Because then the person has to help you. Is like yeah, like that's the only thing that
You stay until the race is done.
yeah, you just in there just fucking getting shocked the whole time. But no, they're cool. I think we need to look into them as it gets warmer. I think it's more
Yeah, the color
doable.
runs,
But
yeah.
we're not doing color run, dude.
No, I think to say I've done like a marathon or something like that would be really cool.
Yeah,
Like I always thought like that with like climbing mountains.
yeah,
Like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna climb Mount Everest, even though I would really like to.
yeah. Everest is
like
cool.
even like a little small one like Kilimanjaro.
Yeah,
A little small one.
small one. One of those little teeny
No,
tiny
but I've
ones.
seen like you could do like I heard Kilimanjaro is not too hard to do. Like,
Yeah.
you could trek it. You know, you just gotta do a lot of walking. But something like that is like really on my bucket list.
Yeah, there are, like you said, there's small ones that a lot of people start out at that, and we're talking about quote unquote small, but they're still big feats for anyone that do them,
yeah.
right? And I think Everest is cool, but I think there's so many other cooler ones. Obviously,
Well,
that's something cool to say.
You know what
did.
I always thought like so I saw a TikTok where a guy he canoed through the entire Mississippi River.
That's cool.
And stuff like that is like I don't know if you heard of what's his name? I forgot his name. Mike Posner.
Yeah,
He does a lot of stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's rich
did-
and has a lot of money, so
That's
he's
true.
able to do all that kind of stuff. But I know other people who are like, I walked across the country,
Yeah,
and like just to know like you have like that kind of story
yeah.
is really cool. And I think that's like not gonna lie, like not to get cheesy, but that's kind of inspiring.
I'll tell you what. When Posner, so that's how I had always followed Mike Posner from before.
It's not like he's the first one either.
No, he's not. He
And
even
I've
said
seen
it.
videos where they'll do something like, oh, I went from the lowest part in South America to all the way to Alaska,
That's really cool, though.
and it took him like 8 months. You know?
Yeah.
But like that's 8 months of your entire life, and imagine all the like experiences and stories you can tell off. Of
Yeah.
that. That's like really cool.
So Mike Posner, I guess, is a great example of that because when I followed him, not to like get all deep into that, but when I followed him, I thought it was like really cool that he's doing all that, and I followed his whole journey of all
Did
that.
he do Everest too?
He just did Everest,
Yeah.
yeah, because he did before that. I forgot which. He was doing like little summits here and there, and again, little is what I'm saying, but he did
But
just
yeah,
to
'cause I
build
think
up.
you have to like train.
Yeah, well, that's what he was trying to do because I know when they went to Everest, it was really bad. And then you have to go, and a lot of times you have to get acclimated to the
Altitude.
Yeah, to the altitude. So he was showing how like it's tough, but he posted a lot of videos. I think he's also on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, I think he.
But all his stuff, like especially the Everest thing, super cool, dude. I would love. I mean, again, he does have money, but I think if you save up enough money and then that's like the goal in mind, it's definitely doable.
Well, it's doable, yeah. Because the guy that did the Mississippi River, he did. I mean, I don't think he was very like wealthy like that, but he did the entire Mississippi from the mouth to the end.
Human centipede or what? Okay.
Yeah. But he did it, and Mississippi River is pretty long, so
yeah.
And then like some parts get really dangerous, and a lot of people were doubting him and all that, but he ended up doing it. But stuff like that is like
you definitely can get fucked up and like crack your head open because like water is unpredictable. That's the only thing. Like especially with rapids or like wild like strong water, it is unpredictable when you're doing things like that. Like it gets kind of dicey.
Wouldn't it be so cool to just like walk like across the entire country?
You know what's funny? I'm not even like kidding or like trying to say this to flex. When Posner had finished, because I watched all the way, and then he got bit by a snake, he had to stop, and then he went back, and they told him he'd never walk again, and he did, and all this shit. Anyway, when all that happened, I told Chelsea after it finished, I was like, you know what would be kind of tight? Like I would want to walk like from, I know he did obviously across the country, but I'm like, I'd want to do something like where you walk like from the lowest part of like Texas to the top or something like that. Like do like a cool walk. Exactly, right. Yeah. Something like that. And she was like, that'd be kind of tight. Cause I was saying how you could do it supported. So you obviously would have to plan all that and do all that shit. But I'm like, that'd be kind of, cause there's a guy that Posner, one of his friends did the walk across America. There's somebody else that he knows that did the walk across like fucking Antarctica or some shit. Like they walked all the way through in like record time, like just shit like that. And I think you set a goal and you try to knock it out, you know, like it's something cool. Cause he said, he's like, I went across, now I want to go up. That's why he started doing mountains.
They said, from the widest parts of Texas is 821, about 900 miles.
Yeah. I think that's kind of cool too. Cause you get to see how for anyone that does things like that, where it's like long distance, you get to see how far you can push the body. There's a guy that I follow that he did.
Do you think you can do it? Just like if I got up tomorrow and was like, let me start walking.
Yeah, that's how he did it.
So?
That's how he did it.
No training. Oh, I mean,
I think
you can't take your
there's
time.
A lot of injuries and like pain and stuff involved in that, and growing pain. There was a guy that did, I think it's 22 marathons in 30 days. It's something insane.
Christ.
And he was like sponsored the whole way through. There's another guy that ran from like some part of Vegas to something stupid. And I'm just like, oh my God. And again, I do think it's doable. It's a mental game more than it is a physical game, I'd say. Unless you're extremely unhealthy, then obviously that's another factor. But I think it's a mental feat, you know? It's one of those things you just kind of have to get through. So all in all, you're going to run a marathon with me. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe one day.
Okay. I don't like that attitude.
No, like
fine. We'll do a color run together. How about that?
We run up. We do a few color runs. Do the mud run.
Dude, actually,
a half marathon.
I'm not even kidding. We should do a nothing personal color run. That's kind of funny. We can get people together. We can do it. Yay!
Color run. Hey, they do like a little concert at the end.
That's fine. Yeah. Bah, bah. You just all colored and shit. I'm down for that, dude. I'm totally down for that. God. Color run.
I want to do that. I'm going to walk across the country one day.
Let's do it. Do it.
When I hit my midlife crisis, I'm going to do it.
I agree. I think you should.
What is my purpose?
Wait, what's your midlife crisis? Like what year
27.
would that be? That's fair. I feel like at 25, I'm hitting midlife crisis. So
27, I'm walking from Florida to Alaska. I'm walking across
Florida to Alaska.
Yeah. From the very.
But tip, I think you should from what?
From the tip to the top.
I think though, if you walk from Florida to Alaska, though, wear the same thing. Like, don't change your clothes.
Sandals. I'm going to walk in sandals.
Yeah, you're gonna wear Tevas all the way up or tacos.
And a wife beater.
I think you should do it. Yeah, totally. Oh yeah,
that'd be really cool.
That'd be tight.
Yeah, maybe one day. That's really cool. That's like main character energy.
That is main character energy.
Right now, I'm an NPC. I'll just be living, bro.
Your big side character energy right now. But do you have anything you wanted to?
Yeah, I do. So speaking about birthdays, I was kind of thinking like, it kind of had me thinking. Well, not the birthday things, but you know, when I'm at work, it's so early, my mind wanders.
Yeah,
and I began to think, I don't remember a lot from like my childhood. Mm-hmm. So it got me thinking. I was like, when do you think you gain consciousness?
Oh God, this is gonna be one of those, huh?
But do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
'Cause-
Elaborate.
Do you remember anything when you were like 3?
Yeah.
You're lying. Do you really?
Can I say something? You fucking and Chelsea do this. If I tell you, yeah, why the fuck am I lying?
You lie a lot.
I don't lie a lot.
Actually, he lies a lot.
You're so full of shit, dude. I don't lie a lot.
He's literally lying in front of everybody. Right
I
now.
would not. What do I have to? But my thing is, what do I have to prove? I have no reason to lie to
That's
anybody.
the worst part. You just lie.
Oh, you're so full of shit, dude. You're a manipulator.
Wake
dude.
up, bro.
Oh my God, you're asleep, dude. Look at this little fucker.
No,
look at her.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, so the furthest back I can remember is probably like 4th grade. And that's
Really?
Like, and that's like fragments.
4th grade?
Like fragments. Like where I can fully remember, probably like 10. Yeah.
Are you
No,
serious?
seriously.
I've been concussed multiple times. I can remember more than that.
No.
Okay, so if I had to,
Not
okay,
even full, to be honest.
what?
Probably even higher, like 12, 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is one thing. I don't want to cut you off. Is there anything else you want to say on that? So
yeah.
the only thing that I would say is from, because I've seen this recently, to kind of start and touch on what you're talking about, that you're between 0 and I'm going to say 0 to 5 are your like very important shaping years as you move forward as a youngling.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that I remember, like there are some people that say that they remember like 5 and 6. I don't really remember that.
But are you remembering fragments or do you remember like a lot of things?
It just depends, dude. So like I do
Like if I was like, do you remember your 6th birthday? Would you be able to like tell me?
that you're saying it. I kind of can think. Like
okay.
I can think
Like if you
at
look,
7.
If you're like,
Yeah.
let me remember my 6th birthday. Oh, so this happened.
Well, that like okay. So for example, there's a picture of me up on my fridge, and I got to be like 7 in that picture. I can tell you everything that happened from that picture. But the only reason why I'm saying is because I have I do believe like when people say you have like a core memory and stuff, like you know how you see that like on Instagram now or TikTok, that there are certain things that can trigger that like remembering. So you have this is a stupid example, like a pencil or something, right? And you're like, oh, I remember that time that I did, and you just kind of like are able to kind of go through. There are some times where I'll talk to my dad and he'll do something and I'll remember something that I'll tell him like, oh, do you remember this? And he'll go, how do you remember that? Like there are times like that and I think that happens in my eyes, I think that happens with everybody. There are things that you just happen to remember that even your parents might forget. They might be like, but it's something that was pivotal in the shaping of you and you remembered it. Like you held on to that and you never forgot it and it just kind of always, stuck with you. And you may every once in a while be able to come back to it. And that's why I like pictures, because you can look at a picture and be like,
I remember a lot.
Right. You can go, okay, I remember this, or it even takes you back to a time where like I can remember blah, 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 X, Y, Z. But I don't
happen with me.
Maybe it does. Maybe you just don't have the right like things to trigger
because
that.
my mom has a huge collection of photos that my mom really documented like our early lives like a lot.
Yeah.
Like she had bins full of like pictures of me, a bin full of pictures of Des, bins full of pictures of Chels. Like she had like scrapbooks almost.
Yeah.
And I remember looking through them. I was like, I don't remember a lot of any of these times.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying though. I think it's like, because do you remember times like when you were young that you got in trouble for doing things? Like, do you remember that? Like in like a lot of trouble. That's what I'm talking about. Like as far as shaping, like it's something. So for example, I just remember this.
Rarely. I remember only one time where I got in trouble with my mom chasing me around with a wooden sword.
Did you?
To hit me with, a thick wooden sword that we got at a Renaissance fair. And then like everybody's screaming, "Stop!
Did she get you?
She really, even my
Did she get you?
My dad had to step in.
Oh, so
my
she
dad
didn't
really
get
didn't
you.
step in. Thomas, a train coming by,
Bro. You fucking hear Hogwarts coming by, bro? The Polar Express is coming through, yo.
So she like, that one time she was just chasing me around my house. I got on my bed. I was like doing the little.
You can catch me. You can catch me.
Like screaming my brains out. Stop! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Ah! Like screaming, And everybody in the house was screaming. Chelsea, Des crying. My daddy had to come in and like, don't hit him with that. Come on.
He said, "Hit him with this."
I don't remember what I did, but that's one of the hit him with this.
Yeah, hit him with this.
This will hurt more.
Yeah. She gives him a broomstick.
I don't remember what I did, but that's like one of the only things I can really remember. Because from what I've known, is I got in a lot of trouble growing up.
I heard you're pretty fucking bad.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. That's what I've been told.
It's weird though, because I have a lot of. I don't have good memory anymore. Because I feel like 3 years ago, I feel like I had a really good memory.
Right.
But now everything just goes.
Everything kind of comes and goes. I don't know, dude, because I think when I was,
I'm gonna get checked out.
I don't think anything's wrong with you though, because I think.
No, but I'm saying I have like real like short-term memory loss sometimes.
So what I was gonna say is, when I was a little bit younger than I am now, right? It makes sound old, but when I was a little bit younger, I think I was kind of the same way, where I would really, Chelsea would tell me something or someone would tell me something, I'd genuinely just forget. It'd slip my mind. I have reminders.
Well, not even like that. Right now, I couldn't really tell you what happened 2 days ago.
If you think about it, you can't tell me?
I genuinely not off the spot.
Maybe you do.
Like seriously, I'm not, no jokes.
Yeah.
I went to work. I can't tell you what honestly, I can't tell you what I did.
Well, maybe because also too, nothing is happening though.
Yeah, nothing happened, but it's 2 days ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying nothing is happening like that makes it remember worthy. Like you're doing things.
That was the day of your thing, the party. I don't remember what happened before.
But what I'm saying is you get what I'm saying as far as consciousness is that if nothing happens in that day, it's just another day, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it's just so recent where I should be able to remember it.
Do you remember what you ate for dinner that day? Could you say what you ate for breakfast, what you did, if you what you ate for lunch? No? There's no way, dude.
Oh, I went to the Mexican restaurant.
See, there you go. Yeah, you dipped out on me. You went to the fucking Mexican restaurant. Yeah, see? Easy. That's easy to remember.
Because we were just talking about it. So
yeah. But what I'm saying is, so this is actually an example. That picture behind you, I don't know. I might be 6 in that picture, maybe, because I look really close to my brother's age. Obviously, I am. We're only fucking 2 years apart, but I might be 6, right? He's small, but in that picture, I remember that picture and that specifically because we were taking pictures. My mom wanted a picture of us in fucking Hawaiian shirts, whatever, right? And in our K-Swisses also. Shout out to K-Swisses. In our K-Swisses, and we in our jorts, and we. I said something to one of our family friends that was there. Like I mouthed off to him, and that was that moment. I got yelled at and I got slapped because I fucking yelled at him. I told him something, and that was in that moment. And that's why I say pictures are very, I think, pivotal or important. So maybe like
they're like triggered.
Yeah, I'm saying you combing through those pictures, maybe you can remember some stuff. Because I find it very often, and if you think you don't remember shit now, I'd say wait till you get older. Not even talking about my age, but like older. Because there's times where my dad does not remember something, and I'll tell him, and he's like, "Man, I don't even."
But you know what? My mom has really good memory.
There's some people like that though.
My dad too.
Yeah, but my uncle, I'm not even kidding. He remembers everybody's birthday. Like can tell you, and people that have even passed remembers everybody's birthday. Remembers like. Just memories and places he's been, can remember streets, like all that sharp.
That's like my grandpa. My grandpa remembers roads, the streets that he drove on. Because my grandpa, he traveled through, he lived in Mexico, he lived in Chicago, he lived in here, he lived in El Salvador. And he like, from what I heard of when he went back to El Salvador for the first time in like decades.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I remember this street. I remember this, me and blah, 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 we're being young. It's like, bro, he's like 70 years old, and he remembers all.
And he still remembers all that
streets, when he was in Mexico, when he was like 20,
Yeah, can I say something? And this is gonna sound a little silly, but I if we're looking at it from a physical standpoint, like,
but also, we got dementia in our family, so
it's very common.
I don't know about that, man.
It's very common.
That's scary,
dude. Dementia is scary. Dementia is super scary.
Is it hereditary?
So yes, it can be hereditary, and I'm not saying this as anybody that's in like a medical professional. I'm saying this someone like that really is interested in sleep. Like if I would have changed my careers, I would have been a sleep doctor or something in sleep, because dementia, yes, I think it's Alzheimer's that can be passed down. Yes, can be passed down, can be in the genes, but dementia, one of the leading causes of dementia / Alzheimer's, because it also can be, is lack of sleep. So if you don't gain your body, not what the whatever says on the 8 hours of sleep. I'm talking about what your body specifically needs. Then you can start to slowly, that's what dementia is, start to slowly lose your mind. So you start to just basically you're lost. So you need you need your REM, your REM sleep.
Memory already going away, bro.
I don't think so, because I think I was like, but you. I'm saying
it is kind of like
I get what you're saying.
Worrisome that we have a lot of things that run in our family. Yeah,
dude, you know what's funny that you say that? I won't go into all my, but when I went to the doctor not that long ago, I got a physical, and I told her like some of my family history, and she scared the shit out of me because she was like, "Wait, what's in your family?"
Yeah,
and she was like, "How?" And she started talking to me, and she's like, "Just for the future, we're gonna monitor this."
Take
and I was
a
like,
lot of vitamins.
"Huh?" And she's like, "No, just because." And I asked her, I said, "Could it like?" And I don't know, right? Because I'm not a doctor. I was like, "Could it be like?" She's like, "Oh, absolutely, yeah, of course." Like, there's not
like in our family, we have somebody dementia, diabetes, cancer.
Diabetes is super common, and cancer is actually common.
I heard diabetes.
We have high blood pressure too.
Yeah, that too. I heard that's very common in like Hispanic house.
All that sugar, bro.
Population.
All that sugar.
Probably. Yeah. They like
can I get a cup of sugar in my coffee? Yeah, you can. Yeah. I mean, but
I'm pretty sure that's a real statistic.
Oh, absolutely. I'm all jokes aside. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that and pan dulce. Yeah. I mean, I think it's little cafecito. I think it's it probably hits a little different, but no. But to go back to what you were asking.
Wait, hold on. Let's catch you up. Hispanic adults are 70% more likely than non-Hispanic white adults to be diagnosed with diabetes. That's high, bro.
That is a lot. Damn. So it's gonna happen, basically.
Probably.
Well, also as a joke, and I've heard this before, and I love when doctors tell you you're borderline diabetic, because it just means like technically everybody's is borderline diabetic, because. Like, I mean, if you live a very bad lifestyle, it can happen. So I don't know. I just always think that's funny. But to touch, back on your point, I don't know that everyone is like that. And what I was getting at too is maybe it's like, this is gonna sound so cheesy, but maybe it's like related partly to like the way you live. Does that make sense? So like what you eat. Because I do feel that people that...
Yeah, I think...
you know how we have so much like processed food and stuff? Think about like someone that eats only like natural, like is very eating a lot of greens, a lot of things that come from the ground. And that's, again, that sounds so cheesy, but think like about older people.
Non-processed.
Yeah, I'm saying older people, all the shit that is in food we eat now. Like, I love McDonald's, but God knows what's in that,
That's
like,
why you see your grandparents who live like in their native countries living to 100 years old, man. Like, I have a grandma, she's like 99.
Well, even...
And she lives in like in a little tiny village in Mexico.
I was going to say, but even your grandparents are a perfect example. They're relatively healthy for their age.
Very healthy.
Like, and it's funny because...
My grandpa can play a whole game with like 21 with me right now.
That's what I'm saying. He can move. Yeah. And he's not like a spring chicken. He is older.
Yeah, he's a little older.
Yeah.
I mean, 70's not like... It's getting there to be old,
but dude, I see 70-year-olds all the time
who look like
beat down. Yeah. Like in a rehab or old folks home, they're all 70 or older, and they look like they've been through it. If I was to
hit my grandpa up tomorrow, I'm like, hey, let's go play soccer at the park. He'd be like, okay, and we go kick it for like 2 hours.
And he can do it. Yeah. He can hold. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of like they're perfect examples. And like even it's so it's so weird to me that when you see certain people. Right, like our elders or like our parents and stuff. You see certain people, and in the pictures, I think this is always crazy, dude. You look at them and like, let's say you looked at them like 6 years ago, and sometimes even your family is actually like this. They look older in like older pictures, and then you see them now, and they look much younger. Mm-hmm. I always think that's crazy. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a picture or what.
I think I've seen that happen, or a lot of people comment on that. Like a lot of people back then, and their photos look like much older than the people they do now.
Right.
Like if you saw like a high school like yearbook from like the 60s and you look at one now, people look like tiny little kids now,
It's true. That is true.
And back then they look like adults.
That is true.
I guess it's just like the culture.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I guess
makes you seem more
evolution or something. Whatever. One of those things.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that is. That fake stuff. No, but yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't know, man. Memories are... to tap into a memory, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know where you got to go for something like that to happen. But for me, it's just little things. It's food. I get that a lot with food too. I
have some strong.
I can
memories
associate
with
that food
because in our family, like
y'all eat a lot.
yeah,
Like y'all get together, y'all eat.
because that's like one of the main things I would say. Like in all Hispanic households,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all, to be honest, but
Most
for
of
the
them
majority,
probably,
I
yeah.
feel like that's like food is like the thing that brings
Everyone together. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then I have like stuff from like relatives who passed on who made meals that I remember having from them where I'm like, man, this is the best thing of my life, you know?
Yeah.
So I always like, I want to learn to make that. And it just like triggers like, oh, I remember when they made this for me,
yeah.
you know?
You just got me thinking. So I want, because I have a short. I don't know what we're at, but I have a short deal. Oh, we're good. What are we at?
No, we're good.
When it's time for you to have kids, God, this is I'm asking you a far question. When it's time,
Never gonna happen.
when it's time, or if you decide to have kids, are you gonna discipline them? Like physical discipline? For real? Are you? Do you think that you'll be the discipline? I know it's hard for you right now because but
I'm gonna be drunk.
I'm not part of this.
Get over here, boy.
No. Dude, for real, do you
They
think
fall
that?
down on the ground?
Do you think you'll be the disciplined one?
Haymakers.
Oh my God, for real? Do you think you'll be the disciplined? You really do?
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't think so.
I don't take you as that type of person. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I don't think I would because it's like generational trauma.
Right.
You don't have to beat your kids, bro.
I agree.
You don't.
But
It was instilled in us by the white man.
So here's the thing that I'll say, right?
Facts.
Here's the thing that I'll say, that I've said this before.
It's actually instilled by the white man for real, though.
No, I believe you.
Did I tell you the story already?
No, but you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Good.
So, from what I've heard, it may not be true, but from what I heard and possibly read, is that the reason why people beat their children for punishment. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they punish their kids by beating them is because if you look back in the slavery days, the slave master would beat his slaves.
Yeah.
So instead, if like there's a kid who got in trouble, the parents would be like, "No, don't do it. I'll do it."
Yeah.
Because I guess it's your kid. I guess,
Yeah, you want to be the one to discipline them.
So that's how that kind of stemmed and branched off.
Really?
So it's kind of like generational. So that's all I kind of.
It just kind of passes on.
It just kind of passed on.
But it goes back to what we were talking about though about.
I'm sure like they've done it before,
Yeah.
but I mean that's what I've heard it stemmed from. So.
That's what I'm saying, but it goes back to like the shaping, because everyone you need to know that, right? You do something and it's wrong, and then you can't do it again and it's bad, right? You learn from that. That's how you, I guess, help guide a youngling to adulthood.
And I'm all for like, you can punish your kids without hitting them.
No, I agree. Listen, what I was getting at is my dad, masterful at it, and I don't even think he knew it. He was a tactician, I'm going to use that word, at psychological warfare as far as like parenting and discipline, because my dad wasn't a hitter. My dad hit me. I've said this on here. My dad's hit me twice in my life. But to say that he was, and I'm not talking about beating, I'm talking about just a hit, like a smack or whatever it might be, right? And for those that don't like that, whatever, that's not, it is what it is. But he just was good at the mind games. He was very good at it. Like disappointment and like letting down. That was his.
Let that,
dude.
I'm not mad at you,
dude. I'm disappointed, dude. Listen, I don't care if it's your uncle, it's your dad, bro. It's your. Hey, tell me that, dude. I will curl up into a ball and die. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing.
Guess what? I'll never do it again,
dude. Honestly, my dad has said that to me maybe a few times in my life, maybe 2 or 3, right, handful of times. But for him to say that, it just. Oh, dude, it wrecked me. Like, he's told me that before, and I'm just like, what?
And my love language is words of affirmation. So if you're telling me something that's
dude, tell me I'm proud. Tell you proud of me.
So if you tell me the opposite, I'm a cry.
But what I'm saying is that he was so good at that because, and maybe it only worked on me. But now I think about it, he didn't do it to my brothers. Like, or I'm talking about hit them.
It's probably like
it's case by case per person. But no, I'm saying my dad was not a hitter. Like it was a one that hit any of us really. He didn't put hands on me, my oldest brother, the middle, or really me like that to say that. And then the times, and I've said this, the times that he put hands on me was well worth it. I did shit. It was well worth it, you know, but we weren't bad kids compared to, I guess, what you could be bad. But I would take that from him and like hold it to my heart. Cause I don't want to be a one that I guess hits and all that, you know?
Yeah. It just seems excessive for me.
No, it does. Yeah.
Like people are like I said again, like I've seen the argument on Twitter be held, you know, it's like, oh, well, y'all sound like people who never been beat before. I'm like, bro, are you like celebrating it? Or
yeah, happy, it's not
congrats,
a,
bro,
right.
you were beat when you were grown up.
Yeah.
Congratulations, bro. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. I mean, I was too, so I know.
Nah, yeah. It's one of those things that it does, I don't know. Have I seen kids that probably need a pop? Yeah, probably. But I mean, to say that I just want to be out here doing, nah, I think it's too much because I don't think it gets you anywhere. It's the same, like, it's going to sound terrible, but it's the same for like a pet, an animal, like a dog. Like if you're trying to like break a dog, and again, this sounds terrible, but I'm being, you know, I guess trying to like, you know, whatever. You're not like hitting them at all. It gets you nowhere. It doesn't do anything, especially because they cannot communicate with you, right?
That's how a lot of kids are too. Like no matter how much you like punish them, whoop them, like
it's not doing it. It's not doing anything for the like the like you need to.
Some kids learn differently.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but you're showing them that it's wrong, and then they go, like they learn, right? And for a kid that's up to 5, they're talking obviously, but they don't understand none of that. So you're just like, you know, you're able to, you know, I hate that we went into this, but I'm just saying, I think it's interesting because I do think about that. I'm like, who's gonna be the one that's like
I can't have kids, bro.
Why?
It's too much work, man.
I think you could do it. I don't see you as a dad right now, but I
want to clean up after no rat.
Are you scared? Are you scared to clean up after?
I think that's the main thing, bro. Give me a kid. If you give me a kid, give him to me at like he's like 16.
Fast forward 16.
Nah, 13.
13.
You put him in sports, and that's like the main 10. No, like 10.
That's too. 10 you're gonna miss all the like young years. Whatever. You don't want none of that.
Kick him to the curb, bro.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'll send him to boarding school. Have a kid, boarding school to 10 years old. Come back.
Oh my God.
Learn French or something.
Learn French. Oh my God. You're sending to Hogwarts. Jesus. Learn some magic, dude.
Too much responsibility, bro. I'm not responsible.
Yeah, I don't know.
The economy now, bro. Gas is like $5, bro.
I don't even want to talk about that shit right now. I was gonna bring that. I didn't want to.
I don't even want to leave my house, bro.
Dude, that's a whole other. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about gas, dude. I just filled up and it was ridiculous. It makes me.
You filled up the car?
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, man, my car haven't had a full belly in a. Ooh.
Dude, I filled up Chelsea. I filled up her car. Oh my God, I paid $7 to fill up the tank.
Yeah.
And I use regular. I never use regular. I use regular because I was like, it's hurting that bad. And then I pumped it. I was crying at the pump. I said, "Good Lord,
dang boy, you should have seen that line at the Costco."
Costco, yeah, Costco.
They were circling,
dude.
They had run dry.
The gas tanker was waiting there, like, "Can I get in? Put some gas."
I was like, man, that guy got to be in Oklahoma in 2 hours. And he's stuck in line.
That dude's just waiting. What did I say? Oh, that they're gonna line up in front of the gas tanker with gas tank. Like, hey man, we should go get it straight here.
Hey, hook us up, bro.
Come on. Oh my God.
I think that's it from us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at NP_podcast_ and on Twitter at NP_podcast. You can find the links to all of our socials and the iTunes, Spotify on the bio of both of those accounts. So go there. Sorry for the late release, but we're releasing 1 day late. That's fine. We'll be back on schedule after that. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Like Chris said, if you can't, so one thing I do want to say, I was looking at that I want to try and focus on if we can. Besides, like obviously the TikTok, I always try and push it when I can. But the YouTube, if you're not watching us on YouTube, we do, like it's little things here and there. We're trying to push it and make it better, and make it the best we can as far as a viewing experience. But if you can, when you have time, jump on here. Try and I'm gonna say it's so whack. Smash that like button, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. That really helps us out. We're trying to grow that, make that bigger. So if you can, of course, you can see us and see our lovely studio that we have going. But other than that, I will say I'm gonna keep asking questions. I've been trying to do it, but we want to have at the end user submitted or listener submitted questions, excuse me. So we want to ask, I might just throw up like a weird random question and you guys just respond to it and we can answer, or say like your responses on here. So, and then of course you can actually ask us questions. So I'll post that too. But other than that, guys, I want to say thank you for coming back and listening and watching again with us. And we will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Do you want to do the outro that you want to do? What's that? I don't know what the fuck that is. Is that nuts? What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is.
The hearts.
Hearts? Okay, hearts. Heart.
You fruity, bro.
What?